Hey, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize there's only a 15-minute timer. Also, sorry that I made a 15-minute video, but I do want to make sure you have this resource available to you. So I wanted to finish up on example 4. We were just saying that if you have opposite reciprocals, that means there are right angles. That's where we finished up before that video ended. So to finish that, we need to now find the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter, even if you don't have the picture for it, if you know all 4 sides, perimeter is just adding them up. So I need to add 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2. Those are like terms. When we practice all that algebra review, those were like terms. And we said when you have like terms, they stay like terms. If I have a root 2, in the end, we will still have a root 2. So you could just add their coefficients. And if you have 4 3s, you have 12 root 2s. But if you look at the actual answer space, this is called a gridded response. And that's for an SAT thing. The SAT is multiple choice. Part of it is not multiple choice, and it'll look like this, and it's where you're supposed to bubble in your answer. But if you look, there's no square root in any of these options. So we can't use the exact answer. We're going to have to get an approximate answer out of our calculator. And if you put 12 root 2 in your calculator, you get 12.9705, blah, 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 blah. You clearly cannot bubble in all those numbers. And if you look, there's space for 4 digits. And if I look at my number, I need to start at the beginning and count 4 digits. So I will include the 1, I will include the 6, I will have a whole space included for the decimal point, and then I will include one more number. So those first 4 digits will be what we include. Then you just have to use your rounding rules. There's a 7 after that 9. So that 9 needs to round up. So it's closer, like $16.97 is closer to $17 even than it is to $16.90. So we will end up putting in just 17.0. And then you bubble in each column. You'll bubble in a 1, a 7, the decimal point, and a 0. That's how you fill that gridded response in for those bubbles. Then we're going to find the area. We already determined it's a square, so the formula for the area of a square is s squared. I just need to take the side length we found of 3 root 2 and square that number. So you could think that that means 3 root 2 times 3 root 2, which means you're going to end up having this 3 times a 3, getting a 9, root 2 times a root 2, giving root 4. You could have gotten the same thing if you would just think you need to square the coefficient and the radical. You need a 3 squared, which is 9, a root 2 squared, this is 4. We've also practiced in class doing this with your calculator, and if you use your calculator, you have to use parentheses if you feel like being correct. But this can simplify at this point. The square root of 4 is a perfect square. The square root of 4 is the number 2. This is just saying 9 times 2 instead of 9 times the square root of 4. And 9 times 2 is 18. So 18 square units would be the area of that figure. So I just wanted to finish up example 4. The first part of it was on the last YouTube video, so if you wanted to go catch that, it's there. But I wanted to have those resources available to you so you can work on getting things caught up if you missed class or just had questions. So have fun.